You can see all the electromagnetic radiation and see how the clouds are circling that cell tower over there. And you can see how when the sun comes out, the sun and the sun's frequencies and the cell tower frequencies are causing perturbations and vibrations in the clouds. It's an amazing sight. Geoengineering, climate change, solar radiation management, stratospheric aerosol injection is a very, very bad idea. It's just an excuse to poison and kill billions of people. Poison your water supply and kill your food production. Okay, so let's talk about in the news, okay? This guy named Larry, I'm not going to mention his last name, is pissed off because he's not getting all the lawyers and media coverage that Stormy Daniels is, and he's a gay lover of Obama. Even Louis Farrakhan came up with a video and said, Obama's gay. The late, what's her name, admitted that Michelle Obama was a transsexual. And we know that Obama is pro-gay marriage, right? He openly admit that. So I'm trying to remember the lady that said that Michelle Obama, Michael, was a transy, and next thing you know, she went to the hospital and she was dead. All right, you guys all know who she is. I have a problem with these stars. I don't worship them, so I don't really give a crap. So, isn't that something? So, Obama can be gay. There's actually 3 college people that wound up dead that were his gay lovers. Mysteriously wound up dead. 3 of them. So they're covering up, and then the guy Larry that comes out and says, "Oh, I had sex with Obama in a limo or whatever in Chicago," but he doesn't get any coverage. You see how it works, guys? The left and the right. You know, got 3 people allegedly had heterosexual sex with Donald Trump, which I mean, he's not lying, he's heterosexual, but Obama is lying, saying that he's a married man and he's got children. Right, so we got a lying president saying that he's not gay, okay? But then he's for gay rights. So he totally lied to America completely. How do you trust somebody like that? We know he's gay. Anybody can look at the guy and tell he's gay if you just pay attention. So he's totally gay. He's had 3 gay lovers that have been murdered. Stormy Daniels and those people making allegations against Donald Trump are not been murdered. They're being threatened by lawyers because, you know, he doesn't want the bad publicity. Who wants that type of publicity? I mean, if I was running for senator and I had a bunch of women coming out saying, "Oh yes, Freddie had sex with me and he pulled my hair during sex and I was screaming," and, you know, giving details about my sexual episodes with a woman and private information, I'd be pissed off too. I'd be totally pissed off. It would be immoral attempt to character assassinate somebody with private information that should be kept private. Any person that talks about their sexual affairs is, especially when it's God's law. I mean, God's law says, hey, man and woman. So what? Donald Trump had sex with beautiful models. That's what rich people do. I mean, come on. Most men would pat him on the back and say, "Great job. I wish I had sex with those women." Look, Obama is a liar. Donald Trump's not saying, "I did not have sex." Bill Clinton had sex with somebody in his cabinet. He was having sex with a girl that workplace sex, sexual harassment. And then he says, "I did not have sex with that woman." And then we know that he did. Then he admitted that he did. I mean, so he had to admit it. And by the way, I don't really care about Bill Clinton's sexual, he cheated on his wife, no doubt about it. 2 political figures. But the problem is he lied about it. Donald Trump's not saying, hey, he's not even talking about it. And if I was him, I wouldn't even talk about it. It's just not something I would talk about unless I was in court. I wouldn't make it a public thing. Somebody comes out and says, oh yes, he had sex with me. I just wouldn't talk about it. It would be If somebody asked me, hey, what about Stormy Daniels? I'd say, well, it's an obvious attempt to character assassinate me. That's all I would probably say. So just leave it at that. Now, but when you have a president that's gay and a first lady that's a transsexual, I mean, I think that's a big issue. That's an insult of Christianity, which is what the United States was built upon. It's an insult on Judaism, Buddhism. I mean, every religion of society, it's an insult. And here's the thing, he lied about it. And then we got dead people, because we know that the Clintons are tied into just killing people like flies. Anybody that opposes them. Matter of fact, I oppose the Clintons, and they've tried to kill me at least 13 times. Kidnap me, kill me. Even the lower people, that threaten them. They put their minions out there, and George Soros pays them money. They're called MS-13 or Antifa, and these people come and they target us, and they try to kill us, poison us, poison our dogs. They use the police. They use the animal control. They use the city workers. They manipulate everybody to do the work of Satan and to try to shut up people that are telling the truth so that they can propagate all their lies and their so-called official stories, right? And you can see the electrical patterns are changing. See how that works? So it's what they call pulse radiation, guys. And if you look, you'll see like ribs of clouds. And that means it's pulsing, which is the most dangerous thing for the human body. Right? They can stop your heart with one of these pulse things in the hospitals. Remember? Bang. 1, 2, 3, bang. They can stop your heart with that. They can start your heart with it. This is eventually going to kill you. You understand that? Electricity, when the brain is dead, what do they test in the body when you're dead? Well, you don't have any electricity in your brain. So now you're officially dead, right? Electricity can kill you guys. That's why they call God Elohim, the force. All right, so let's get back to this. So I'm sorry, but I'm much more insulted by a transsexual first lady and a gay president that's lied to the world, that's trying to be the president of the United Nations and take over the United States, and I got to bow down to him, which I don't care. I'll take a bullet in the back of the head, whatever. I'm not bowing down to Obama. I never will. I'm not bowing down to a... I even read stories about the New Testament, what is that? The edition that the Mormons read, King James version. King James was gay, so we got to read a Bible from a gay guy, right? Look, I don't hate gay people. I don't. I love you. You're my brothers and sisters. I love you very much. But being gay in a Christian's opinion is just like me going to steal something. Thou shalt not steal. That's just like me not obeying my Mother Earth and the Father and destroying my planet or my habitat. It's just a temptation. It's just like me having sex with a bunch of women and not even caring about those women, okay? It's a temptation. And it's just a falling angel to a temptation. That's all it is. That's nothing but that. And everybody is guilty of that. So I don't classify anybody. But when somebody becomes my president and they claim that they're heterosexual and we find out that they're absolutely gay, and then they hide a story of a guy named Larry that had sex with Obama in a car and did cocaine with him. That's the official story. I think that's a lot more serious than Stormy Daniels and women that say, yes, I had heterosexual sex with the president. And so what? Who gives a crap? He's got a penis, you've got a vagina, and that's what God made that for. So, it's the dumbest thing I've ever heard of. And it's absolute proof that they're trying to rig elections by paying people off. Character assassinating people just like they did me. Since 1998, they've been character assassinating me, falsely accusing me of crimes that I didn't commit just because I'm a conservative, period. And this is what's going on in this country. It's historically satanic, to where one person can get away with a crime much greater than another person that's really hasn't done anything wrong. All he did was have sex with a pretty woman. I mean, how ridiculous is this? Quite honestly, I don't see Stormy Daniels as an attractive woman. That's just not my type. Or none of those women. They're too Amazonian for me. I don't know. I do see Donald Trump's first lady as a very attractive woman. But I don't. The Stormy Daniels thing. I don't see them as. They're not even mentally attractive to me. So look, Donald Trump made the right decision. He got an appropriate woman to be the first lady. He married a woman that has character, intelligence. She's fighting a cause against opioids and drugs. I find that honorable. So what? He went through a couple of little hussies, and then he found a good one. All men have done that. I've slept with women that I totally regret. That I find out later that their character is very in question of who they are and what they really stand for. So I've made those mistakes. Here comes an airplane. So I've got to turn my phone off because these guys fly over my house all day long. They'll start at 3, 4 in the morning. I can turn my phone on at 3 in the morning and they'll start buzzing my house. This is how the left is controlling the elections and shutting us up and stopping us from uploading, intercepting our uploads, putting them on private servers, and then using our, hacking our computers, and then going in and changing the videos. They edit the videos too, and then they tell YouTube that we violated, to flag us, we violated some type of copyright or whatever they target us for. I've even had the city police and the sheriff's office here actually hack my cell phone right in front of me and then send a flag in to my YouTube channel and stop me from uploading. Because I'm giving information about the paid Antifa agents, and that's what these cops are doing. If you're going to hack my cell phone and violate my freedom of speech, violate my civil liberties, hack my phone without a warrant and break the law, my constitutional rights, hacking and privacy is a serious crime. And then when you call the police and you complain, they omit the evidence. They've been doing that to me for years, guys. So Obama and the first lady, or the first man, first lady, first man, has omission of evidence, just like they're omitting evidence of who they are. And then we're going to have a gay guy that's going to try to sit on the top of the throne to be the president of the United Nations. He's already announced that. Absolutely insane. It's insane that this guy is walking around in the United States and he's not under arrest. It's insane that they didn't impeach him when all this evidence came out. Okay, because being gay? I mean, even JFK, my favorite president in the world, had, they were doing the same thing. Look, he had sex with this beautiful woman. So what? I don't really care. Every man on this earth has had sex with women, and every single man on this earth can be character assassinated by his previous affairs. But he was heterosexual. He didn't lie about it. He didn't go out there and say, I'm gay. He didn't say that. He said he portrayed himself as a heterosexual man. And that's what we have. There's no lie. There's no fraud that's been committed. But Obama has committed fraud on the American people. And so is the First Lady. They've lied to us. And it's not a rumor. This is a fact. They omitted evidence from a guy who said he did cocaine with Obama in Chicago and had sex with him. And then we've got people, omission of evidence of people that were in college with Obama that admitted that he was gay, and they're dead. That's also omission of evidence. So I would like to know that before this guy runs my country and runs it into the ground and tries to sell us to China and kill everybody on the earth with their geoengineering and their Monsanto poisons and their smart meters and their cell towers and their 5G networks. Their goal is to kill billions of people. I don't want a president like that. Because if he's a liar about his sexuality, then he's going to be a liar that he's a ravenous wolf in sheep's clothing. He's claiming that he's something that he's not. Donald Trump did not do that. Thanks for listening, guys. Please click below, support my channel, and tell me what you think.